Beware the deadly drop bear of the Koala Kommander in Spider-Gwen Annual #1, and more. What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. What I'm going to do is a quick review on Spider-Gwen Annual #1. So, Spider-Gwen Annual #1 is the first annual release for the Spider-Gwen character, written primarily by Jason Latour. And as far as the stories in this book, there are probably like 5 or 6 of them, and they're all written by Jason. So it's his way to kind of tackle different subject matter and really express smaller things in a little bit more development and really get an idea of where those things are going. I mean, one of the things that you see is a very iconic moment from the original Spider-Man character story where he's at a wrestling match, and you see how Spider-Gwen tries to interact with this situation, and then ultimately the person that ends up foiling the robbery is Uncle Ben, and she gives him a huge hug, and she's just like, what would we ever do without you? Tear, because we all know what happens in the Earth 616 universe, and that really kind of has some, it's got some serious undertones. There's a lovely homage to Prince, which is really kind of funny, the way that it's set up. There's this very Trump kind of moment. There's an 8 days a week kind of Beatles reference where it shows what happens to Spider-Gwen on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all throughout the week until she sleeps through Sunday and ends up on Monday again. So overall, if you're looking to get a little bit more versatility in your Spider-Gwen storytelling, I'd say that this is a great pickup. It's great for Spider-Gwen fans. It's not necessarily something that would win you over, but as far as the story is concerned, I really enjoyed all the small little pieces, especially the deadly drop bears from the Koala Kommander, which was only like a page, but it was totally fine. It was awesome. I thought it was kind of funny. The art isn't what you'd expect from a normal Spider-Gwen book, simply because Robbie Rodriguez is not doing the interiors. He did the cover, but as far as the interiors, we get it to 5 or 6 different artists that give their own unique spin and take on the various stories. And every single story has a different artist. And once you get to the final, Beatles 8 days a week situation, you've got those various artists doing individual panels in this individual story, including Jason Latour himself. If you want a lot of variety, you want to see how the character evolves in the hands of other people, it's a great showcase for how Spider-Gwen is versatile as a character. If you're something of a traditionalist, you're a bigger fan of what Robbie Rodriguez does with the character, and I'm a big fan of what Robbie Rodriguez does with the character, then you might be a little bit disappointed when you pick up the book, but overall, it's not something that's in continuity, it's not something that's a regularity, so it's more of a fun kind of departure for people. I would recommend that people that are a fan of Spider-Gwen pick it up. It was one of my favorites of this week because I kind of like where things are going in the universe, and I like the way that Jason Latour tells her story. So that was my quick review of Spider-Gwen Annual #1, but I want to hear what you think, especially if you had a chance to read it, so hit me up in the comments. As always, if you like what you see, hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to get more comic book news, reviews, and commentary on comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows and games, and anything and everything inside the world of comics.